address the people of Nigeria, more especially the Christian organization, the CAN, Christian Association of Nigeria. Why I'm very specific on Christian Association of Nigeria is based on the recent call for arrest of some notable individuals, people like Dele Mahmoud, Dino Malaya, and Pastor Paul Enenche. I'm not going to bother myself much on the politicians, Dele Mahmoud and Pastor Paul Enenche, also and Dino Malaya, because they are also the product of what they are complaining of. They have also done it in that way. But why I somehow want to give them a soft landing in their complaint about what is happening in this election, it was like when it was in their own time when they were also doing the same thing the APC is doing now. There was nothing like the promises we had, electoral transmission of results by the INEC that claimed to be independent. INEC in this particular election made a very serious promise that the election is going to be free and fair. Results are going to be uploaded for people to see, just as it is done in the Western world, in developed countries. It was applauded. The confidence was one of the reasons made Nigerians to come en masse to do their voting. Unfortunately, the same people who told us, look at the process of the election, is announcing the result out of the process. Hence, the complaint of almost all the political parties that this is not what we agreed. Show us the result online, defeat us online with the result evidence, and nobody will contest it. But the so-called independent election decided to do what they would have decided to do. Hence, provoking anarchy, pandemonium in the system. I want to call on Nigerians who massively came out to vote because of the promises of the INEC. But unfortunately, it is going as normal. It's Nigerian way. Because Nigerians have the way they do their things. I want you to plead with you to remain calm. I know this thing is going to end in revolution, not just protest, revolution. But before the revolution, we should plan before taking action. Because who fails to plan has planned to fail. You have to borrow a lesson for what happened in NSAS that was orchestrated by the wickedness or brutality of the police, which brought about the calling for the end of NSAS. But it's unfortunate what happened at Lekki, where human beings who are believed to be citizens of their country, holding the flag, were brutally slaughtered in cold blood by the same leaders. The same leaders are the one who is also trying to push Nigeria go into protest once again so that they would take the same action they are not best to do. So I want to call you people, let's take it easy. It will end in protest because I know if they have proposed to do what they want to do, nothing can change it. Your apology, your whatever, they must do it and fulfill their mandate by giving it to whosoever they have chosen to give it. That is where it's going to end. They don't care about your suffering. They don't care about your complaint. It's not their business. They have already made up their mind. They have already set up their result. They have to mingle themselves away to give the result that is already written before the election. And that is the truth of the matter. So all you need to do in this regard is to take a calculated plan to prevent what happened at Lekki. I will not be here to disclose this pattern to do so that what happened at Lekki doesn't happen again. That's by the way. Why I talked about the Christian organization or Christian Association of Nigeria, where I'm calling them in this my video is on what I don't know, whatever his name is calling for the arrest of these three notable individuals I mentioned earlier. The politicians and the leaders of their political party should be responsible to protect those people. But the Christian Association has to rise to the occasion if anything happens to Paul Enenche. I call on the Pentecostal Fellowship and I call on all Christian Association of Nigeria. If Paul Enenche is arrested, the Christian Association will not be at rest until they seek for his justice, because he committed no offense of expressing his view. Even children notice the wickedness going on, and many of them cried. If the children could notice it, how much more an adult? And when he made the utter, he never mentioned any particular person. I don't know how you should attribute what he said to yourself and call for his arrest. Meanwhile, a particular man constitutional nuisance that called himself a pastor that has been calling for the
Igbos in Udumota, all the Igbos in Lagos,
that have called for all Igbos to leave Lagos for voting their choice candidate, and those who have been macheted, brutalized, property burned down, broken down, calling for them, has never called for the arrest of those ones.
If on a play game,
the audio video that they emanated from Governor Wike, who threatened to take life if they don't return his payment to the INEC officials. I have never heard people calling for his arrest. Rather, someone who expressed his own feeling, who noticed your fraudulent move to truncate a peaceful election that brought everybody out to vote. You are calling for his arrest. Then Christian Association, the Bible says that when Peter was arrested, the church prayed. Christian Association is not just going to stop in prayers, because prayers without action is equal to stupidity. We have to pray. We have to take the action if Paul Enenche is arrested. And I want to stand here to say, if he is arrested and Christian Association keeps quiet, I will popularly mobilize people against Christian Association. I repeat, if nothing is done, if eventually Paul Enenche is arrested and nothing was done, strong team was done to straight take him. If he fights the battle alone, as a church, as an individual, the Christians didn't come as a body to fight for him, I will lead a protest against Christian Association in Nigeria. And we don't know where it's going to end. This is my message for now. I will hold my peace. I'll see how the team move. Thank you and God bless you. I remain Vicar. Thank you.
This is Vicar Television. Vicar Television, poised to reach you with the truth.